Person is smart. People are dumb. Panicking, dangerous animals. You know it. 500 years ago, everybody on Earth thought that the world was flat. 15 minutes ago, you knew humans were the only people on this planet. Imagine what we would know tomorrow. So what's up, guys? Welcome back to another rendition of my podcast called Your So-Called Friends. Thank you for coming back. My name is Alex Alexander, and my co-host,
Alex Hayton. Yeah.
We're missing another important person for our cast, but the show must go on. And I knew this guy from school, and I think he's really cool. And I listened to his podcast as well. I know Gable, like me, do watch sports, and I really appreciate this guy for being on my show. So I'll let him introduce himself.
Hey, how y'all doing? My name is Rodney Washington, but you can call me Snooty. Yeah, I'm just a humble man just trying to make his way. I appreciate y'all having me on, and God bless everybody.
Hey, okay.
Yes, sir.
So, I really love Kanye West. He's like one of my inspirational idols when it comes to fashion as well as business. But I don't know, I think everybody's already said it, that I think he is still stuck in this sunken place, but hopefully he will find his way. I have some pros and cons, but I don't know, I personally still love Kanye. But the crew neck hoodies, bro, I'm still looking for a Gap Yeezy crew neck hoodies. And hopefully it'll be on sale now. But I know you had some opinions on it too.
Yeah, you know me, I always get deep into this shit. People be like, oh, this guy is a conspiracy theorist and all this other shit. But beyond all that, honestly right now, me and you were talking about it, yesterday a little bit. And like, I feel like people have like the right message, but the way they go about it or the things that might be said might not be what they're meaning to say and stuff. And so I kind of feel like he's stuck, like, as far as like in a place where, like, for him, he might have said some things that he meant, but it may have came out the wrong way. And then of course everyone has like their own opinion about what's being said. But my whole thing right now with people pulling back from working with him, like Adidas and Gap or whatnot, it's just like, you know, you guys
didn't get escorted out of Skechers.
I heard about that. I did hear about that, allegedly.
Yes. That's what they're saying. Allegedly.
That's tough. If Skechers tell you get out, bro, like Skechers, imagine.
Yes, but nah, like for real, like my thing is, like, these companies didn't have a problem as long as he was talking crap about his own culture. You know what I mean? As long as, right. You know, or exactly. whether he was on his Trumpism, whatever stuff, you know, like, y'all didn't have a problem with him when he was talking that stuff. But now all of a sudden he says anything about slavery or the Jews. Now you guys want to pull back from him. You know, and someone could use the excuse that, oh, well, you know, like, we didn't know how to get involved with it because he was talking about his own culture or whatnot. You know, we don't know how to get involved with it. But the truth be told, it's like, y'all, low-key, y'all racist. Y'all didn't have a problem. Y'all didn't want to step in. Y'all didn't want to say nothing because y'all racist. There's no way around it. You feel me? And so, like, now for them to all of a sudden, you know, stop wanting to work with him or, you know, take his status from him or whatever it is, you know, it's just showing us more and more of that there's still systematic racism going on. Like, there's the, like, you know, like, and of course, you know, what not better person to use than a black man who has a status that is being viewed by everyone, you know, like basically what Kanye is saying about the whole knee on the neck type situation, feeling like that. That's basically what they're doing without doing it to him, and they're using him as an example, you know. And again, it's the system knows they're losing control. Like, people are waking up this year. People are waking up, like, you know, for real.
Do you think it's enough though? Because, like you said, it's a pyramid, and the higher up people, they've been here for a long time, and they're not going away. But I agree with what you're saying. But do you think we have hope?
Yeah. And I don't think, like, people could talk crap about Kanye. I still support him. And if anyone doesn't want to fuck with me because I still support him or whatnot, then, you know, fuck off, kind of. You know, it's like, he's a woke person. He's waking up. Like, think about it. He was in a relationship. I don't even want to get into talking about... I don't even like giving them the energy, for real. But we know the Jenners, whatever you call them. I don't follow them. I don't watch them. But okay, you got this white family. You know, like, you were married to a white girl that's trying so hard to be fucking black. For one, like, there's something mentally going on in her head that's not quite there, right? In the whole family, let's be honest, you know. And it has nothing to do about their dad transitioning to a woman. It has nothing to do about that. It's just all in all together. You know, there's something...
That's what it came out to. It's Ray J's dick.
Yeah. Yeah. Shit. Man, I ain't no comment.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
But,
yeah.
I mean, he's waking up. That's how I see it. Like, he's waking up right now. And, you know, I could say, like, for real, like, God has chosen him to be a leader right now, if that even makes sense to some people or not. You know, when you're called to be a leader, you're going to be isolated. You're going to have people that aren't fucking with you. You're not meant to be liked, you know. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. And at the end of the day, whatever the media wants to say about him or whatever the issue is, just like people that are really woke, you know, like, there's something that they're trying to cover up. They're trying to take away our attention from the issue that is at hand. You know.
Do you think they're covering up aliens?
Yeah, sure. I mean, we can go into that too.
Like you said, the media distracts.
I mean, okay, let's get into some stuff. Like, a few years ago when I was studying my first degree, right? We were talking about global warming, right? And a lot of us said global warming is fake. It's not real. Blah, 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 right? Okay, so the whole time we're talking about none of that's real, but aren't we seeing some effects now? Like, why is it that I could pick up a Time magazine and read about the quality of our air is getting bad? Why now are we talking about, like the fruit the quality of fruit nowadays, fresh foods and stuff, it isn't at its best, right? Not even that. Off that, right? NASA is sending fucking shit up to try to figure out if dust from another fucking planet can help cool the Earth down. But we're not worried. We shouldn't be worried about nothing, right? But they don't put that type of stuff on the media. It's out there, but they're not pushing that. They're pushing all this other crap to distract us from what's really going on. And that's really what the issue. They're using Kanye right now to distract us from what's really going on. Just like they used Kobe Bryant and his daughter, may they both rest in peace, their death as a way to distract us when COVID was going on.
Yeah, you can't get shell shock with that.
Like, for real. For real. Let's put Kobe Bryant big up on the paper. Everyone's going to be focused on that. Put that in the media. No one's going to really be thinking about COVID. Before COVID really was out there, they already knew COVID was here. And we could bring that back onto some 5G stuff. You know, someone could call me a conspiracy theorist all they want to, but at the end of the day, I think there's a connection with the 5G and COVID and everything else that's going on. You know, and it, you know, like, if we want to talk aliens, we using their technology.
Okay. So what do you think they're hiding in Area 51?
You know, I really never got too deep in the whole Area 51, but, you know, so to really say, like, what I think, fuck it, no filter, just my opinion, whatever, whether controversial, whatever. They know the aliens is here. They working with the aliens. They ain't gonna tell us that they working with the aliens. If they're not working with the aliens, they got access to the aliens, and the aliens got access to us. Like, come on, like if we think on a universe level, if you're a spiritual person or whatever your beliefs are, I think it would be very naive to think out of all these stars, out of all these planets, out of everything that's around, that we are the only thing living.
Facts.
I mean, if we look at the past, history repeats itself. Like, we all came from somewhere, whether people believe in God, their ancestors, their angels, whatever higher power that people look at, it's all the same. It all comes together, and like we're not the only ones here, bro. Like, I don't care. Someone be like, that nigga's crazy. Nah, we're not the only ones here. That's real. And I could go deeper into it, but
input on the aliens or Kanye?
Both,
whatever.
Okay, let me start with Kanye. I feel like he is an individual thinker, but I don't agree with all the answers that he is currently doing. I didn't agree with that. He said slavery was a choice. Like, I can't go for that, but for him to be super canceled because of anti-Semitic comments is crazy, when he was also talking about the black community too. Correct. I feel like people should apologize. If they want the apology for the anti-Semitic community, it should be also an apology for the black community also. Correct. But Jeff, what's the guy who hung himself in jail?
What?
Jeff Epstein. What was the guy name?
What?
The one who was messing with all those kids, and he went across in that island or whatever. He was super duper rich, and he went to jail, and he ended up hanging himself and all that.
Shit, I don't
Okay, all right, okay. When y'all hear this, y'all know what I'm talking about. They can do all the research and all that. He was a super rich dude with Bill Clinton and all that. He didn't lose his banks when he was getting indicted for all those bad criminal charges of touching children. But you take Kanye Bank from J.P. Morgan.
Yeah.
And I feel like what he was doing is worse than some comments that Kanye is going to apologize for eventually, and they're going to forgive him for. So
it's a control thing.
It is a control thing.
I think personally, the reason why I still stand by him, because cliche to say, I feel like I understand his heart. He's trying to get in and like blow up the infrastructure from the inside, but it's like he's trying to get a seat at the table when they don't want him there. That's the only thing. But
do y'all also think that possibly he's trying to get all these deals canceled so he can just go fully independent? Like, and really start his own brand on his own. So that's why he's trying to get himself like super canceled like this now. That's like that's my theory right there.
Exactly. Because this goes again to what I say, like my belief about spirituality, religion, and politics. It's all the same when you think about it. Like, because there's always going to be different reasons behind what you're doing and what you're doing it for. And I totally agree with that. Right now, he's got all these motherfuckers' hands in his money, basically. But if he was a smart man, he would have got all the connects that he needed to, and he has money set. Like, just because you're taking his status away on Forbes or whatever else, that man got money. If he was a smart nigga, he got money somewhere.
He got bread.
And so if he took all the connections he needed, he could do this all on his own and start over on his own. His true supporters, his true fans are still gonna be there to support him.
He got dropped from Def Jam. We know who his name is. So if he dropped something on Kanye.com, we're gonna go to Kanye.com. You know what I'm saying? So he don't really need that push now of the labels.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like he could do all this on his own. He don't need Adidas. He don't need whoever else don't want to rock with him at the end of the day. And like I said, it's just waking us up to see more and more that society still hasn't changed. The way that their slavery and all this stuff, like, it's just a new form and way of doing it.
So you think it's rich slavery now? Because like, if you saying like, like Ye is a slave to the game, and he was a billionaire before he lost all his bread. I mean, so like it kind of sounds like rich slavery in the sense of like with them. If they still chained down and, all these entities got control of, like, his bread. Like, it's no way you can go from $1 billion one day, 2 days later, you piss everybody off, you lose $700 million.
Shit.
That's a lot of bread.
They're using him as an example, though. This is what happens when you go against what the fuck we want you to go against.
True.
And we're going to use you as an example, and we're going to put you all over the media. We're going to take your fucking status. We're going to do all that. He's trying to be independent. He woke the fuck up. He done changed his name. He done woke the fuck up. And right now, people are waking the fuck up, So that it's going to come with that. At the end of the day, he's still winning. He's a smart motherfucker. That nigga's still winning.
Rich,
no matter what the fuck they say about him in the media, fuck what anybody says about you. No matter what they say, he's still winning. Maybe even more so than, and they know it. That's why they're trying to break him down right now, and that's what they do in the industry.
Yeah, I just hope he doesn't get lost in the sauce.
No, that nigga.
With the hype and pretty much with everything, because he is going through a lot, you know?
Yeah.
Being a black man with this title, resources, divorce, your whole life.
And everything is publicized, no privacy, nothing is private.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so my heart goes out to him.
I feel for him, and I said that on the way here. I feel for him, and fuck whoever doesn't fuck with me or fuck with me anymore because I said what I said. I feel for him, and he still got my support at the end of the day. You know, no one's perfect, and people, you know, like have their own reasons of why they're doing things. But if you're an individual that really looks at everything and believes that things happen for a reason as they're supposed to, and you open your mind up to seeing everything else, just not what's being put to known to public, but everything, and you pay attention to everything that's going on around it, what we all been discussing, all our beliefs and stuff and how we feel about it, like there's a message there, and either you know what to do with that message or you don't. You get lost with what everyone else is believing because social media says this, the news is saying this, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. Don't pay attention to the racism that's still going on. Don't go pay attention to someone that's standing up to a system as whole and basically saying, fuck you guys, and this is what's going on. Whether we believe everything that he's saying or we agree with him, because I don't agree with everything he says, but at the end of the day, there's a message that we're getting from it, you know, at the end of the day. So,
well said.
I think Kanye West is an alien, though, because he's so different out of this world.
Shit, aren't we all?
I hope I'm not. So we want to take a quick break, pay these bills, and we want to come back with my special guest, Rodney.
It's the Big Snooty Podcast, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Said I know that you've been searching for a way to indulge in me, but I know that you can't handle the truth that I spill onto thee. You ain't patient enough, delegating and stuff, causing friction, girl, babe, please. I was vibing with you, catch alignment with you, saw me fighting and you leave. Shorty, I know, I've been fighting the love you give. I ain't used to this type of treatment. My actions for passion, it been causing disagreement. We said shit we ain't meaning. I don't know if I'm ready for love. I don't know if I stay or I go. When I'm trying to control my feelings, trusting since I'm willing. Staying grounded 10 toes, I'm beginning. Said I know that you've been searching for a way to indulge in me, but I know that you can't handle the truth that I spill onto thee. You ain't patient enough, delegating and stuff, causing friction, girl, babe, please. I was vibing with you, catch alignment with you, saw me fighting and you leave.
Welcome back to your so-called friends podcast. And reason why I have this title, because I like friends, I like making friends, and I like introducing my friends. And this guy, he's pretty dope, pretty cool. I listened to his podcast before, and he's really entertaining and really dope. But I'm gonna let him, the main man, introduce himself. Thank you for being our second guest.
I appreciate, like I said, I appreciate being on. And as first, I always thank God. My name is Rodney Washington, but y'all can call me SNOODY. I primarily be interviewing kids, youth sports. I used to coach baseball myself when I got medically retired at the Army. So I'm in school for sports broadcasting. So I also be interviewing sportscasters, and I also do a fandom press conference, like a fan, just pop my stuff a little bit as a fan, just trying to put content out there. Appreciate y'all.
For sure.
So tell us more about your podcast and how did you get started
It's kind of a funny story. Before I started the Snooty Lounge, I had one called the OG Wasted Podcast. Shout out to my boy Black and Dre back at the crib. So I started doing we was actually doing like talk show, basically. Like we talking about sometimes hip hop, mostly sports too. So they kind of got me in the field. And when I saw Dan Patrick School Sportscasting and really got down here, and I just thought about, let me just put it on and, start doing it myself. So I just like the journey I'm doing so far.
So
cool.
How's your team doing?
Right now we're playing. I don't know exactly how we're doing, but we beat the Panthers today. We'll be number 1 in the NFC South. Tennessee, we balling. I mean, like, we torching. And then all the UGA fans, I want y'all bread. Hit my line. But they doing their thing. The Braves, unfortunately, we lost to the Phillies in the playoffs. So it's the Astros and the Phillies right now. So
nice.
Kudos to them. So it's my team.
Okay. So when I need to find a local joint to get some food.
Oh, yeah, man. It's a couple spots. The Loaded Philly downtown. They got these buffalo chicken Philly cheesesteaks, bro. Like, it is so good. And also, this may sound cliche and simple, but I'm an Applebee's guy, bro. So like when I go, yes, bro, okay. Top 10 cheddars, bro. Fire. Gotta hit the cheddars too, bro.
Okay.
But it's a couple mom and dad spots. Antonio's or Antoinette's or something like right here off of by Goldenrod. They're pretty good too. A good little pizza spot. But yeah, there's a couple spots I'll be trying to kick it to.
Okay.
You got your podcast and you in school too?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm in Full Sail right now studying sports broadcasting in the Dan Patrick School of Broadcasting. I'm in ep.2 right now, so like I'm actually learning how to like
elaborate what that is for the audience who don't know.
What's up?
Elaborate to the audience.
Okay. So pp2 is project and portfolio. So it's basically gonna help you try to in-tune yourself into the field of what you're in. So the first one was about personal branding. So you see on my YouTube, I actually did my assignment, and I liked it so much, I actually put it on my YouTube. So a little fun fact. But for this one, it's a sportscaster one. So now I'm learning the white balance on the camera, or a medium close-up, or extreme close-up, or knowing the difference between a fluorescent and the incandescent, use on the white balance. So like, it's in tune to me and teaching me stuff I ain't even know about. So it's kind of helping my content. So it's like as I'm going with school, I'm going with the podcast, so it's like it's growing together. So I'm liking how that's going for real.
Facts. That's why I'm so glad with the opportunity for me to go to that school and finally finish my film degree in there, and super excited for the next chapter.
Congratulations, bro, for real, man.
And I really like that I was able to meet all different people from all different backgrounds, including you.
Oh yeah.
And I know my team sucks. I'm a basketball fan. But I still want to show some love to nobody else too. But I just love the Orlando Magics.
Okay.
You think you're ever going to have a comeback?
Honestly, not anytime soon, but I do like y'all first pick though. I was a big advocate. I actually went down to the Orlando Magic for the draft party and saw it was lit. I'm not gonna cap, like Orlando, y'all pull up. So like y'all fans really are down there kind of lit. And I do like Paolo, so like maybe no playoffs, but I mean good future, good pick though, for real.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think Colin Kaepernick will ever come back?
Not in the NFL. Nah, I think it's too late. I believe he passed his time. Fun fact about that: when he did his throwing in Atlanta, that was 5 minutes away from where I stayed at. So literally, he was down at right there down Garden Walk, right in the South Side, right by the airport.
Nice.
So yeah, got to see that. Well, not actually see it, but like it was. I'm saying I'm trying to pull up and get there. But like, I'm in the vicinity though. Yeah.
Okay. Are you a college football fan as well?
Oh yeah, big time. I'm a big Tennessee fan. I'm from okay, let me explain myself now. I am from Georgia, but I wasn't raised on that. It was raised on any team but UGA. So what made me a Tennessee fan was T. Martin. He was a black quarterback. First quarterback to win a national championship in the SEC. So definitely got to rock with that. So that's what made me a Tennessee fan, and I'm supporting them big time. You can't tell me nothing different. I hope we beat UGA this week too.
Well, I'm an Alabama fan, so I'm from Auburn. So, shout out to the Tigers.
Okay. Shout out to the Tigers.
Do you think we're going to be doing it big next year?
Alabama?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Y'all always going to be in the conversation rooms. I got Nick Saban. I mean, it was a good game. We played, we only won by 3 points. Mm-hmm. So, and we haven't beat y'all since 2007. 2007 or 8. Like, it was a long time. So,
okay.
y'all always going to have a big year. Y'all still possibly can make the playoffs this year. So, like, y'all not out of it by a long shot.
Even with the team management, you think it's because of the change of that?
The team management?
Yeah.
Nah, not really. I think y'all should be fine. Y'all recruit so well in Alabama. So, like, regardless, I mean, you still need a good coach, but you still going to need them players, too. So, as long as y'all got them players falling in, y'all going to be all right.
Okay. So, did you always love sports?
Always. Since I was playing Tecmo Bowl on Nintendo, when you had Bo Jackson and it was OP and he breaking all them tackles, or playing Madden on Sega, and you had that, when you created your player, you had to actually like do drills to actually get your rankings. So like always like NBA Jam, NFL Blitz on Nintendo 64. Like, yeah, I'm in all video games. Yeah. So
that's why you're into sports broadcasting.
Funny story about that. I randomly saw Dan Patrick broadcasting on Instagram. No, I'm capping. I seen Full Sail on Instagram. Pulled into clicked into it or whatever. Mm-hmm. So at first I was about to do making video games because I love math. So like they was talking to me about, you know what I'm saying, like it's a little math and you be making games. But when I actually saw like the course whatever and it's just all math 80% of the time, oh nah, I wasn't really with that. So when I honestly saw the Dan Patrick School's broadcasting, I said, oh yeah man, sign me up. So I actually signed up in October, came down here in December, found an apartment, moved down here in February, starting school by April. So like when I set something to it, it about to happen.
So how was your journey in going to school for broadcasting? And
I love it. Shout out to all the people who graduated before me, such as Afonso, AJ. They've been helping me out still, you know what I'm saying, giving me tips or whatever. And Afonso was the first sportscaster that came on my podcast and gave my first interview with somebody from the school. So I'm enjoying myself a lot. Being in front of the camera, behind the camera, learning audio, when to punch in some music or when to punch over a side, and a side is a sound on tape, and that's basically when you hear a press conference, somebody talking. So like learn how to punch in that, or doing the playback room with Chris. Shout out to Chris, by the way, and trying to do that right, and teleprompters. You know, just I'm enjoying myself even behind the camera. But you know, I like to be like, you know what I'm saying, in front of the center. So that's what I like to do.
Okay. But I'm really proud of you, bro.
I appreciate you.
I really love your style. I really enjoyed your podcast.
Oh, thank you so much.
And it's really, really entertaining, and really keep doing it.
I got you. Also, I want to give a shout out to all the teams back in the crib, like all the youth sport people who I be covering. Pull Up Gang, So Icy, RDU, ATL Elites, Voodoo. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be able to name all the teams. Messiah, you always send me content to repost all the time. So any kid or anybody, if you want me to repost you want to do an interview, or you know what I'm saying, just DM me. But you know, these days you don't know if it's a kid running the page or the parent. So like, you know, but other than that, just hit me up on snootylounge.com, SNOODY lounge.com, and Phantom press conferences. And I really, really appreciate you guys having me on. You're the first person who invited me in Florida to pull up. So you know what I'm saying, like, that real love right there. Thank you so much.
I really appreciate your time in coming here, bro.
Oh man, I really, I'm enjoying myself.
So,
yeah,
appreciate you, bro.
So I know sportscasting is all about having a voice.
Yeah.
If you have anything to say, what would you say?
The main thing is, don't lose yourself in trying to have that appropriate TV voice. You gotta sound like how I'm talking to you right now. Mm-hmm. It should be the voice of how you sound on television. You don't wanna, over sophisticate yourself. Yeah. Just be who you is. If you are that person who try to talk like T.I., talk like T.I. Well, if you that guy who talk like Lil Baby, talk like Lil Baby. Just long as the storytelling makes sense, that's what it's all about.
Yo, I really appreciate you, bro.
Oh, for sure, man. For sure.
And I really want to appreciate the listeners and the audience.
Hey,
we're going to be trying to be pushing this as much as we can. But this is my baby. And you know what they say about children. You can't raise it alone, and it takes a village. I really appreciate my cast. I really appreciate my crew. And I mostly appreciate the audience. And this would not be without you guys. And this is what's called to action. We are looking for sponsorships, anything, everything. If you love us, show us, like Brianna says. And better health, better responsibility. I am all about self-improvement and how we're all not perfect, but we all come from different backgrounds, and how we can all come together and have something to say. I really appreciate you guys. I'm about to go enjoy life. You guys should too. Deuces.
We out here.